leave the hitter's area. 2-2 now to Dylan Mainers. Foul tip. He'll stay at the plate. Other action tonight, baseball. Somerset's at Greenwood. South Warren is at Warren Central. Of course, that was a 16-0 victory for South Warren last night at South Warren. We had that game for you. Ground ball foul outside of first. Softball tonight. Davis County at number 24 Greenwood. Warren Central on the road at Whitesville Trinity. Number 1 South Warren on the road at Greene County. Number 11 Warren East defeated Monroe County last night 14-0. Tomorrow night we'll be at Greenwood, number 1 and number 24 at South Warren at Greenwood. Softball action at 5:30 tomorrow night. The 2-2 from Carver. Up high for a ball. 3-2. Threatening to load the bases for the Purples. There's nobody out. Top of the second. They already got somebody warming up in the bullpen. Carver takes his time. Curveball hit to the second baseman, Edwards. Run will score on the ground out. 1 out. Burwash over to third as the courtesy runner Murphy scores. And the Purples lead at 5-0. We're at the top of the second. Here is Patrick Forbes, the shortstop. The junior got the scoring started for Bowling Green he struck out, but the ball was dropped by the catcher, Nolan Ford, and he was able to take first base before the throw got there. That breaking ball stays high. Forbes with Carson Myers on deck. We're at 81 degrees right now. About 13 to 15 mile an hour winds. Pops him up, and that one will get out of play. That's a ball and a strike. Nice crowd on hand. Of course, everybody's celebrating today here at the ballpark the no mask mandate, 1,000 or less outdoors, no masks. So I think everybody's enjoying that here tonight. The 1-1 from Carver. Swing and a miss. That was low and inside to Forbes. The 1-2. That's a chopper. Young. Short hops it. Throws in time. Nice job looking the runner back, Drake Young. 2 out now. Burwash stays at third.
Now batting for Bowling Green, the pitcher, number 12, Carson Myers.
So Carson Myers will stand in, the pitcher for tonight. Not a bad start. He's got a home run, 7 doubles, a triple. Hitting .404 on the season, the left-hander. Assigned to play at UAB. Myers was also a strikeout victim, but got to first due to the pass ball. That set up the scoring as he had hits by Bush, Ginter, Key to score 4. They've scored 1 here in the top of the second. Fouled at the plate. It's a ball and a strike. A 1-1 from Chase Carver. Breaking ball. Catches that outside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Campbell Bush on deck for Bowling Green. So Burwash, after the double, is at third after 2 straight outs. Check swing on a slider, misses inside. 2-2. There's both these teams here in the 14th District, along with South Warren, Warren Central, and Greenwood. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. This time, Ford squeezes it. And that concludes the top of the second, but the Purples get one more. They lead Warren East by the score of 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the second here on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We go to the bottom of the second, 5-0. Bowling Green on top of Warren East. The Raiders will come to bat. Carson Myers to the mound for the second inning for the Purples. We'll check Carson's stats for you here in just a moment as he finishes up his warm-up tosses. This is his 5th game, 16 innings he's thrown in 4 previous starts, allowed 10 hits. He struck out 27 in those 16 innings, walked just 5, a 2-1 mark with a .88 earned run average.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Raiders, the third baseman, number 28, Drake Young.
So Drake Young, the sophomore, third baseman, hitting .333 on the season, will lead it off against Carson Myers. Will set his defense behind him after this first pitch. Misses away. Dylan Maynard's in left, Blake Ginter in center, Trent Warden in right. Brady Key is at third. Patrick Forbes is the shortstop. Eli Burwash at second. Campbell Bush over at first. Dom Davis catching Carson Myers. That one's high and outside, but swing and misses. Myers' fastball must have been just a little low. It's 2-1. Braden Lee, Colton Edwards are next up for Warren East. Myers 2-1. Taken for a called strike. Now it's 2-2. Very young lineup out for Warren East tonight. A junior, and the rest are sophomores and freshmen, other than the catcher Nolan Ford. That one's down low. 3-2. Long look by Carson Myers. Young waits. 3-2. Took a little something off that one. Strikeout number 2 for Carson Myers.
Now batting for the Raiders, the first baseman, number 5, Braden Lee.
First baseman Braden Lee will bat for the first time tonight, hitting .273 on the year. Has driven home 6. They've stopped throwing in the East bullpen for the moment. Now he's walking back out there to start throwing, just as we said that. Up high for a ball. Left-handed throwing Carson Myers for Bowling Green. Pops it up. Who wants it? Second baseman Eli Burwash. He gloves it. 2 out here in the Warren East second inning.
Up for the Raiders, the second baseman, number 17,
Another sophomore in this lineup, Colton Edwards at second base. Edwards at .324 on the season. Has a home run and 11 RBIs. Trying to start a two-out rally for Warren East, and he takes that one on the outside corner. The 0-1 comes inside. Starts him out outside, comes inside. A ball and a strike. East batting in the bottom of the second. Catches the outside corner. Called strike. 1-2. Deck swing, did he go? Yep, he did, and they'll throw him out at first base. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Carson Myers, 3 in the game. Go to the top of the third. Bowling Green 5, Warren East nothing. You're watching live stream coverage on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Top of the third here at Warren East. Bowling Green leading 5-0, and they'll stroll to the plate again. Campbell Bush, the senior first baseman, will lead off. He had a single back in the first. Drove home 2. Chase Carver back to work for Warren East here in the top of the third. That one catches the outside corner. Blake Ginter, Brady Key to follow for Bowling Green. He went after it. He was trying to get out of the way, but he'd already committed and tried to lay it down. The outfield is pretty much straight away. Way outside. One ball, 2 strikes. 4 in the first for Bowling Green, 1 in the second. 5-0 lead. 1-2. Dropped and throws to first, and they get him. That's 4 strikeouts so far for Chase Carver. 1 out here in the third. Blake Ginter, the center fielder, the junior who singled. Stole a base, and he scored the 4th run in the first. Will bat here in the third against Chase Carver of Warren East. High and away, misses for ball 1. These two teams played last night. Bowling Green came away with a 5-4 come-from-behind victory last night. That's caught for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Way outside, 2-1. Tomorrow night, we'll be at Greenwood. Now, that's weather permitting. It was moved from Thursday to tomorrow. Now they're saying possibility of some rain tomorrow, but Our plan is 5:30 tomorrow night at Greenwood as South Warren and Greenwood softball. Way outside. Count goes 3-1. So Warren County Public Schools with 3 teams in the top 24 in the Kentucky Prep softball coaches poll. Number 1, South Warren, Warren East number 11, and Greenwood number 24. Full count to Blake Ginter. Popped up to the right side. Braden Lee, foul territory. That wind is playing some havoc. We have a brisk 15 mile an hour or so. Look, he thought he had it looking up, and that ball just kind of pushed back towards right field. So Ginter gets another opportunity on a 3-2 count. I think he was fine with the sun. There's just that wind at the last minute. That's ball 4 inside. So Ginter on via the walk brings up the senior third baseman, Brady Key. He singled in the first.
Next, the third baseman, number 11, Brady Key.
He drove home the final run of that first inning for Bowling Green. Runner got a big lead and got back. We welcome everybody watching on our platforms, go.prepspin.com and wbko.com/livestream2. Everybody checking out Bowling Green and Warren East. Runner bluffs, throw down to first, just back in time. Good throw by Nolan Ford, throwing behind the runner. 1 out, we're in the third. There he goes, ground ball, shortstop charges. Comer throws in the dirt, dug out by Lee. And he's going to not hold on to it. I would think they'll rule that as an error. Yeah, so runners at first and second. That's going to bring out Wes Sanford, the coach for Warren East. Going to bring his entire infield in. Nate Eisenberg brings his hitter down to third base for Bowling Green, talks with him there. I got a feeling this is all a listening conversation going on, that Wes Sanford's the only one talking during this mound visit. As you get a good look at him there, and you can see he's being very vocal about 5-0 Bowling Green. We're in the top of the third. Bowling Green has runners at first and second. Trent Warden, the junior right fielder, will move into the batter's box. There is 1 out. And Warden on the season is a .295 hitter. He has 7 RBIs and has an opportunity here for Bowling Green. Nice curveball. Starts him out with a strike. Carver out of the stretch. Steps off. Quiet Raider crowd tonight. Not anything to cheer about at the moment. Still got a little ways to go. Throw back to second. Back in time is the runner Ginter. Thankful that Superintendent Rob Clayton joined us last night for that Warren Central South Warren game. You can go to www.go.prepspin.com and watch that. And a lot of comments from him, not only about athletics, but a lot of academic. You might want to go back and watch. Nice piece of hitting into right field. Elkins cuts it off, and rounding third on his way home as he hesitated. Ginter scores. if Elkins comes up firing to home, they might have had a shot to get Ginter. Key ends up at third on the RBI single by Trent Warden. Brings up the sophomore catcher Dom Davis. He singled and scored in the second. 6 runs on 6 hits for the Purples, as you see it on the scoreboard. That's Trent Warden down at first, being held by Warren East, Braden Lee. Carver has spent most of the night working out of the stretch. Gets away from Ford on the wild pitch. Coming in, and he's safe. Key scores on the wild pitch. Warden moves to second. And now 7-0 Bowling Green. Pass balls and wild pitches have hurt the Raiders tonight. And what should probably be maybe a 3-0 game is 7-0. And there's another wild pitch. And that sends Warden down to third. Outfield deep, straight away for the right-handed hitting Dom Davis of Bowling Green. First and third play behind the bag with 1 out. Now they're going to come in to the end, right on the edge of the grass. Trying to keep that runner from third scoring. (2-0 to Davis. That's low, and it's 3-0. Back to the top of the lineup, Eli Burwash on deck. Another wild pitch, ball 4, and here comes the 8th run of the night for Bowling Green. Three have scored here in the third. Now 8-0. And now with that courtesy runner, I believe, is Daniel Murphy.
The runner at first base, number 22, Daniel Murphy. Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Eli Burwash.
2 pass balls on strikeouts and led to runs in the first. Now 2 wild pitches have led to 2 runs here in the third. As you see, Coach Flippin for Warren East walking out. I believe they're going to make a pitching change right here. And as they are, Chase Carver's night is over. And Colton Edwards, I believe, is going to go to shortstop. Carver's going to go to shortstop. And then Austin Comer will go to second base. As the new pitcher will be Colton Edwards. While he takes his warm-up tosses, we'll step out. You're watching live stream coverage on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Does this scenario sound all too familiar? You're fighting through a mountain of medication bottles, not remembering which ones to take. Spring Hill Pharmacy is now offering a free and convenient medication packaging system called Smart Pack, a new innovative way to package your medication. Your medication will be arranged by the day and time of day to take them. Smart Pack is a free service, along with free citywide delivery. Call us 270-796-3909 to find out more about Smart Pack.
As you get a good look at Colton Edwards, who started the game as the second baseman for Warren East. Now comes on in relief here in the third after Bowling Green has scored 3. Chase Carver moves to shortstop. The shortstop Comer moves to second base. Colton Edwards, this will be his first appearance of the year on the mound for Warren East. There's one out. Runner at first is the courtesy runner, Daniel Murphy. Eli Burwash, 1 for 2 tonight. He doubled home a run in the second. Takes a called strike. Sixth man to bat in the inning for the Purples. They sent 8 to the plate in the first. 5 in the second. Colton Edwards, the right-hander. Misses up high. It's a ball and a strike. Daniel Murphy with the lead at first base for Bowling Green. Edwards with a long look over there. Gets the sign from his catcher, Nolan Ford. Stays high, 2-1. Burwash hitting .404 on the season. Has 20 RBIs to lead the Purples. Pops that one up, jammed him. Knocks him foul. That wind is very brisk, as you can see on the camera there for just a moment. Upwards of 15 miles an hour on an 81-degree afternoon here in Bowling Green. Murphy with about a 3-step lead at first. Burwash waits on the 2-2. Just off the plate, didn't chase it. Now it's a full count. Let's see what Nate Eisenberg wants to do. Does he start the runner here on a 3-2 with only one out? They have an 8-0 lead. Runner not going, hitting. So the Purples now with one out, 3 runs in, have runners at second and first. And it brings up Dylan Mainers, who's grounded out twice tonight. 7th man to bat in this 3rd inning. Mainers, the sophomore, is grounded to 3rd and to 2nd. East would take a double play ball right here, and he fouled that one right back. Forbes on deck, number 3 hitter in the lineup. And Edwards steps off. Checks on the runner. Ball outside. It gets away. A pass ball gets away from the catcher. And now Purples have runners at 2nd and 3rd. Several wild pitches, several pass balls for the Raiders tonight. They've hurt themselves defensively. One ball, one strike. Dylan Mainers now with a chance to bring home a couple of Purples. That was low, blocked by Ford. 2 balls and a strike. The Raiders get somebody up in the bullpen, starting to loosen up. As the outfield straight away and deep. High and tight to Mainers. It's 3 balls and a strike. Infield is in. Three 1. Lined over the shortstop head into left field. 1 run is in. Throw comes to home, and the runner stays at first. So it's first and third purples. Murphy scores. Mainers with an RBI. Burwash stops at third. Brings up the shortstop, the junior Patrick Forbes for Bowling Green. Softball. Whitesville Trinity leads Warren Central 7-0 after 2. Baseball action. After 1, South Warren leads Warren Central 2-0. After an inning, Greenwood trails Davis County 2-0. Edwards checks on the runner at first and third and leaves it high for a ball. 8th man to bat in the inning for Bowling Green. Second time in this game. Colton Edwards with a long look. Runners with their lead. High fastball misses again. 9-0 Bowling Green. They've scored in all 3 innings so far. 4 and 4 so far here in the third. Pops it up right side and over the Warren East dugout and out of play. Warren East has that deck down the right field line for people to sit, stand, and watch with a nice view. Two 2-1. Ground ball, that is fair inside the bag, into left field. 1 run is in. Bobbled by Maddox Torrance out in left, but the runner stops at third. So an RBI single by Patrick Forbes scores Eli Burwash. Mainers the third. Forbes ends up at second. And it is now 10-0 Bowling Green. Cleanup hitter Carson Myers, the 9th man to bat here in the inning.
The pitcher, number 12, Carson Myers.
And I believe Warren East is going to make another pitching change here. Somebody warming in the bullpen, and I'm going to see, or maybe, if they're going to make that change. Slow walk out there by Coach Flippin. Okay, he's not asked for the ball yet, so usually he asks for it pretty quick, but that or he's stalling to let the guy in the bullpen get a couple throws. Yep, and that's what they've done. So Colton Edwards will come out, and they'll bring somebody out of the bullpen here. We'll check who that is for you in just a moment. Michael Ford. Okay. Micah Ford will be the new pitcher for Warren East. He'll come in, get his warm-up tosses, and we'll step out on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You see a couple of the East players chatting right there as Micah Ford, the freshman for Warren East, will come in. He'll throw to his senior brother, Nolan Ford. Not many battery combinations that you see are brothers. And this is what's going to happen here at Warren East. Micah Ford, this will be his 3rd appearance of the year. He's worked 3 previous innings. He's allowed 5 hits, 6 runs, all 6 were earned, and he struck out 3. So Ford, the battery combination of Ford and Ford, Micah to Nolan. Here's Carson Myers in the cleanup spot for Bowling Green. Struck out in the first. Was safe on the pass ball, then struck out in the second. 9th man to bat here in the third. First time he faced Micah Ford tonight. Raiders come in on the infield. The runner at third for Bowling Green is Mainers. Purples have plated 5 so far here in the top of the third. That one's high. East defense has been the costly part for them tonight. There's a strike at the knees. They've had a throwing error, a couple of wild pitches, a couple of pass balls that led to runs. Myers waits for Micah Ford. Tight and inside, misses. 2-1. Micah Ford with a long look. Of course, several signs with the runner at second peeking in. Breaking ball fouled off out of play. That makes it count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way from Micah Ford. Outside corner strike, 3 called. That's the 3rd time tonight that Carson Myers has struck out. 2 out now, and that brings up Campbell Bush, the first baseman.
Up for the Purples, the first baseman, number 24, Campbell Bush.
10th man to bat in the inning for the Purples. Still with runners at second and third. Curveball at the knees, and that's a called strike. Micah Ford is the 3rd pitcher of the night for Warren East. That one misses high. Ball and a strike. There's a fly ball. One of those that tough to judge, either to come in and try to catch or just sinking line drive in front of Maddox Torrance. And it's a 2-run single here for Campbell Bush. And Bowling Green now leads it 12-0. 11th man to bat in the inning, Blake Ginter. He singled and walked tonight. He scored twice. A 7-run 3rd inning so far for Bowling Green. Throw over, back in time. Weather permitting the rest of this week, the Raiders will play Hopkinsville on Thursday here at Warren East, Metcalfe County at home. And there's a bad throw on a pickoff. It's going to go to the right field side of the field, and on his way to third is Campbell Bush. So another error by Warren East. And then Saturday they're scheduled to host Allen County Scottsville at home. Now, of course, weather could dictate a couple of these games coming up because rain expected to be here sometime tomorrow and then Thursday. $12 runs on just 9 hits for Bowling Green. Couple of errors, wild pitches, and pass balls for the Raiders tonight. That one misses high. Finally, the first pitch to Blake Ginter. low and away. 2-0 to Blake Ginter. Micah Ford misses inside. He's gone 3-0 to Blake Ginter. End of 2. Baseball action. South Warren leading Warren Central 6-0. Called strike. End of 3. Warren Central softball trails Whitesville Trinity 12-0. There's a called strike. Now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to Blake Ginter. 2-2, or 3-2, I should say, and he jumps on that, but foul. The 3-2 on the way. That's ball 4. First and third for the Purples. 12th man to bat in the inning, Brady Key.
Up for the Purples, the third baseman, number 11, Brady Key.
You know, how things can change in 24 hours. East was leading in that game last night. Bowling Green comes back to win 5-4. And here tonight, it's been nothing but Bowling Green. Didn't see that game last night as we were at the Central South Warren, so guarantee this has got to be a different looking East team than last night. Called strike to Key. He gets in the head of the count, 0-2. Micah Ford, breaking ball, got him to swing. Tipped it. Micah Ford, the third pitcher for Warren East. Just off the outside corner, ball on 2 strikes as Brady Key did not offer after it. Ground ball, that is foul. Stays 1-2. Next week, Bowling Green has a big matchup with South Warren. Next Monday and Tuesday in district play. South Warren is undefeated in district play, and Bowling Green with a win tonight would be undefeated in district play. South Warren 3-0 after last night. Win tonight and they'd be 4-0. Purple's trying to do the same thing here at Warren East. Strike 3 called. That will end the inning for Bowling Green, but they come up with 7 runs as they send 12 to the plate. They lead 12-0 over Warren East as we head to the bottom of the third, watching live stream coverage provided by the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Does this scenario sound all too familiar? You're fighting through a mountain of medication bottles, not remembering which ones to take. Spring Hill Pharmacy is now offering a free and convenient medication packaging system called Smart Pack, a new innovative way to package your medication. Your medication will be arranged by the day and time of day to take them. Smart Pack is a free service, along with free citywide delivery. Call us 270-796-3909 to find out more about Smart Pack.
We got some changes for Bowling Green. We'll catch those for you as we get the opportunity here. All right, we know that Spencer Newman is now at third base for Bowling Green for Brady Key.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Raiders, the center fielder, number 8, Aiden Barrick.
Get these other changes for Bowling Green for you in just a moment. Aiden Barrick, the number 8 place in the lineup for Warren East. The Raiders have had just two base runners tonight. One was erased on a fielder's choice. Fouled right back. Facing Carson Myers. I believe they have a new first baseman. We'll check that out for you in just a moment. Spencer Newman is at third base for Bowling Green. We'll see if they have any other changes. Outside. There he is, Nathaniel Roof. Junior's at first base, yeah, right in front of me, and I couldn't see it. He's at first for Bowling Green. Myers still working, ground ball to the first baseman. That's Roof. Flips it over to Myers, safe. That's an infield hit. Aiden Barrick hustling down the line. First baseman Roof had to go a ways off. Myers was a little slow getting off the mound to cover. And Warren East has their first hit of the night. Gage Elkins, the sophomore right fielder, will bat. Then back to the top of the lineup. Line drive, short hop, all right over the glove of Eli Burwash. Boy, did that take a hop, had some spin on it, and it's going to be first and third, Warren East. Yeah, that's what you got to do, is just string some hits together. When you're down 12-0, things can happen.
Back to the top of the order for Warren East, the left fielder,
Maddox Torrance, a strikeout victim in the first, facing Myers for the second time, as East has a little something going here in the bottom of the third. They need a lot of something's going on here. Climb back in this one. Throw over to first. Nice snag by Roof over there. Dom Davis catching Carson Myers for Bowling Green. Swung right through that one. Good changeup. Runner on at first. Elkins bluffed and then came back. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to Torrance. That ball had some good movement right at the end. Tailing fastball. Right into the hitter. The 0-2. Jammed him, fouled back. Oh and 2 to Maddox Torrance of Warren East. Trying to drive home the first run of the night for Warren East. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. That's 2 strikeouts tonight by Maddox. 1 out here in the third for Warren East, and that is the 4th strikeout for Carson Myers.
Raiders, the designated hitter, number 27, Tucker Stringfield.
Tucker Stringfield, the freshman DH for Warren East, was hit by a pitch in the first, then erased on a 6-4 fielder's choice. reach for that outside pitch. Just got it off the end of the bat. Nolan Ford on deck. This is inside with a fastball. Ball and a strike. Purple's defense short and second. They're at double play depth. Third baseman even with the bag and off the line about 10 feet. Roof at first holding the runner. Not going. A late swing, in and out swing. Second to short to first, and that is pulls him off. Run scores. Barrick scores on the fielder's choice. So Stringfield reaches there as Elkins is retired for 6 for the second out of the inning. Shadows creeping on to the field now as the sun starts to set to our west, to our left. That should bring up the catcher Nolan Ford. 2 out and runner on, and they've scored a run. It's 12-1 now. Ford had to go back into the dugout to get something. There he comes. Or do we have a pinch hitter? So it looks like it's a pinch hitter for Warren East. Caven Hinton, the 8th grader, will bat for Nolan Ford. He'll pinch hit here in the third. Swing and a miss. Hinton is the only 8th grader on this Warren East squad. Myers 0-1. Inside corner. It's 0-2. Line drive into left center. On the move is Mainers, and the Raiders rally stops here as they do come up with a run. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Bowling Green 12, Warren East 1. Live stream coverage on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We go to the top of the 4th here at Warren East. Bowling Green leading the Raiders of Warren East 12-1. New catcher is Caven Hinton, who came in and pinched hit for Nolan Ford, and he will catch here. The 8th grader will catch Micah Ford. Trent Warden, Dom Davis back to the top of the lineup for Bowling Green, but it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. That'll be Maddox Burr, the senior. He'll pinch hit here in the 4th inning for Bowling Green.
Leading off the top of the 4th for the Purples, number 8, Maddox Burr.
So Burr digs into the box facing the freshman Micah Ford. They're off the line in right field for him. A curveball, outside corner for a called strike. Gage Elkins way off. He's playing basically in right center field. Micah Ford misses up high. 1-1. 4 in the first for Bowling Green, all with after 2 out. 1 in the second, then 7-run third inning. Raiders got one of those back in the bottom of the third. Change-up misses low. It's 2-1. Well outside. And it goes to 3-1 to Maddox Burr, pinch hitting here in the fourth for Bowling Green. Pops him up, left side. Maddox Torrance has a beat on it. Battles that wind, 1 out here in the fourth. You know, 3 out of the 4 innings, Bowling Green has had the leadoff man retired.
Up for the Purples, the catcher, number 19, Dom Davis.
So Dom Davis has been on twice, scored twice at the game. He'll face Micah Ford here. He was the last batter that Colton Edwards faced. That's a strike called. Low and away. The 1-1. Breaking ball stays up high. It's 2-1. Sun setting off to our left. Maybe a few clouds starting to roll in and ahead of some potential rain tomorrow and definitely some rain Thursday. Inside corner catches it, and it's 2-2. The 2-2. There's a line drive, base hit to left. Torrance goes, cuts it off, and gets the throw back in. Third time tonight to Dom Davis, and he should have a courtesy runner, Daniel Murphy, coming, I would imagine. As they make that exchange back to the top of the lineup, and Eli Burwash. Excuse me, they got a pinch hitter, another pinch hitter now. That will be Will Buser. Okay, do we have somebody different running at first base now? Yep, we do, instead of Murphy. That'll be Bryce Breyer.
The runner at first base, number 28, Breyer Bice.
Will Buser is batting for Bowling Green.
Up for the Purples, number 9, Will Buser.
Buser, a senior. Match here in the fourth, in for Burwash. Spot in the lineup. Ball 2. Dylan Maynard's on deck for the Purples. There's a strike call. 2-1. 1 out here in the fourth. Raiders could use a double play ball. They're a double play depth at second and short. That one hits him. That ball didn't break. So another hit by pitch. And now Bice.
Up for the Purples, number 1, Dylan Maters.
So Breyer Bice is at second. Buser on at first. Mainers with one out. Facing Micah Ford of Warren East. Misses inside. Patrick Forbes is the scheduled hitter on deck for Bowling Green. That one bounces up. Runner's going to go. Throw down, and he is going to be caught stealing. So Briar Bice is caught stealing. 2-5, 2 out now. And the runner Buser stayed at first. Good job by Hinton there, blocking that ball. Ground ball, second baseman. Comer mishandles it. On his way to third goes Buser. Runner stays at first for Bowling Green. That'll be another error. That's the third error tonight on Warren East. So Mainer's on at first, Buser at third. That brings up Patrick Forbes. Warren East gets another arm up in the bullpen throwing, a left-hander. Starts Forbes up high with the ball. Grant White warming up for Warren East. 2 outs for the Purples here in the top of the fourth, leading Warren East 12-1. Down the dirt, that's a wild pitch. Here comes another run. Mainers goes to second, and it's 13-1 Bowling Green. Been a struggle for the battery mates for Warren East tonight between the wild pitches and pass balls. They've not helped their own cause tonight. The 2-0 from Micah Ford. Breaking ball. Must have just missed. 3-0. Ford checks on the runner. There's a strike on the outside corner. 3-1. Carson Myers on deck for Bowling Green. Purples came in 13-3. Their only losses are to Owensboro Catholic, North Oldham, and Louisville Trinity. Ground ball. That's a base hit. Let's see if Mainer's score will be brought around. He is. Relay's going to come home, and there's no tag. Mainer scores on the hit by Forbes. It's now 14-1 Bowling Green. So the pitcher Carson Myers, he struck out 3 times tonight, but in the first he reached on a pass ball and ended up scoring. 2 consecutive strikeouts in the first that were allowed to get on base via the pass ball, ended up scoring. Right to the glove of Comer. Dropped it and picks it back up and throws out Myers. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Bowling Green scores here in the fourth. They lead at 14-1 over Warren East. You're watching live coverage on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Does this scenario sound all too familiar? You're fighting through a mountain of medication bottles, not remembering which ones to take. Spring Hill Pharmacy is now offering a free and convenient medication packaging system called Smart Pack, a new innovative way to package your medication. Your medication will be arranged by the day and time of day to take them. Smart Pack is a free service, along with free citywide delivery. Call us 270-796-3909 to find out more about Smart Pack. Does this scenario sound all too familiar? You're fighting through a mountain of medication bottles, not remembering which ones to take. Spring Hill Pharmacy is now offering a free and convenient medication packaging system called Smart Pack, a new innovative way to package your medication. Your medication will be arranged by the day and time of day to take them. Smart Pack is a free service, along with free citywide delivery. Call us 270-796-3909 to find out more about Smart Pack.
Scott Thompson, Mike Clef with you from Warren East tonight. The visiting Bowling Green Purples in the 14th District matchup have not been very nice to the home team Raiders. They lead it 14-1. The Raiders will send to the plate Chase Carver.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Raiders, number 12, Chase Carver.
So Carver flying out to right. He was the starting pitcher tonight. He's now at shortstop. Looked at the first pitch down low from Carson Myers. Misses inside, 2-0. Drake Young, Braden Lee to follow for Warren East. If anybody gets on, Colton Edwards. Glad to have you folks watching us here at go.prepspin.com and on our other partner for streaming, WBKO at wbko.com/livestream2. Tomorrow night, softball action. South Warren at Greenwood. That's a 5:30 start tomorrow night. 3 balls and a strike to Chase Carver. Raiders need some base runners, and a bunch of them. That one misses. That's ball 4. A leadoff walk to Chase Carver, and it brings up the sophomore third baseman, Drake Young. Young was a strikeout victim leading off the second.
Number 28, Drake Young.
Last score we had, Greenwood was still trailing Davis County in softball, 2-0. That was in the top of the third. There's a bad throw on a pickoff. It goes into the right field area. And stopping at second base, Chase Carver. That'll be an error on the Purples. One of the few mistakes they've made all night long. Greenwood has tied up Davis County. It's now 2-2 in the top of the fourth over at Greenwood. There's a strike called to Drake Young. Fastball misses inside. It's a ball and a strike. That's at the knees with a fastball. 1-2. Nobody out here in the home half of the fourth. Runner on at second. And the Raiders need 13 to tie. Line drive. And that is going to be a one-hopper to the wall. Mainers played that nicely off the wall. Young with a long single. It's now 14-2. Cameron Martin here will pinch hit for Braden Lee. Swing and a miss. Martin is a senior, batting for Braden Lee in the fourth. Boy, that tailed in on Martin. Ball in the strike. Pops out of the glove of Dom Davis. Bowling Green's been gifted 2 Warren East errors, several pass balls, several wild pitches, and they've also had some timely hitting also. Fly ball to right. Warden camps underneath it for Bowling Green. 1 out here in the home half of the fourth. Young not able to advance.
Number 6, Micah Ford.
So Micah Ford, the pitcher, will bat here in the bottom of the fourth. East has played a run in the third and a run in the fourth. Swing and a miss. That's a late swing. Good moving fastball there from Carson Myers. High. Aiden Barrick on deck for Warren East. Two straight misses from Carson Myers. Micah Ford ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Micah Ford has only been his second at bat of the year. He's been used, it looks like, a couple times maybe as a pinch runner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The freshman waits on the senior Carson Myers. Strike 3 at the letters. 5 strikeouts now for Myers, second out in the inning. That brings up the freshman Aiden Barrick.
Up for the Raiders, the center fielder, number 8, Aiden Barrick.
Barrick singled and scored the Raiders' first run in the third. Swing and a miss. That's a good curveball there, and Barrick misses it. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. And they throw out Barrick at first. Well, the Raiders get a run for the second consecutive inning. However, they still trail 12. It's Bowling Green 14, Warren East 2. We head to the fifth. Watching live stream coverage provided by the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Top of the fifth, Bowling Green now leading 14-2 as Warren East scored a run for the second consecutive inning. It'll be, let's see here, leading off for Bowling Green.
Leading off the top of the fifth for Bowling Green.
That's Nathaniel Roof.
Number 29, Nathaniel Roof.
He came in an inning or so ago to play first base. First pitch from Micah Ford, taken for a ball. We're in the fifth here at Warren East. Bowling Green has scored in every inning so far tonight. Outside corner. That's strike one. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 7 big runs in the third, and 2 in the fourth. Two one. Daniel Murphy on deck. He'd been used as the courtesy runner. He's on deck. That's a called strike. 2-2. Nathaniel Roof. Roof's a junior. Pops it up. Young at third base, backs up. Battles that wind. Makes a catch. So here's Daniel Murphy.
Purples, number 22, Daniel Murphy.
Murphy was the courtesy runner for Dom Davis earlier tonight. Now he's a pinch hitter here in the fifth for Bowling Green. It's a ball outside and low. East has shaded the right fielder more towards right center and given them that right field line all night long. Breaking ball up high, swing and a miss. Tomorrow night we're on at 5:30. Number 1 South Warren at Greenwood. Number 24 softball action from Greenwood's Penny Reese Field. Misses outside this time. Pops him up. Young with a beat on it behind the bag. Gives way to his shortstop, Chase Carver. 2 out. Big showdown Monday. Bowling Green will be at South Warren. We'll have that right here for you. Next Tuesday, Greenwood will be at Warren Central for baseball. And then next Thursday, May 6th, South Warren here at Warren East. So a lot of action still to come for you right here on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. (14-2) Bowling Green. Up here on the top of the fifth. 2 down. Missed him just by that much above the head. Yeah, just a little high, wasn't it? One that just got away from Micah Ford. Line drive over the jumping Chase Carver at short. And a base hit for Spencer Newman. Brings up Trent Warden back in.
Number 16, Trent Warden.
Warden, they pinch hit for him in the fourth. He came back in. Runner at first. Slider outside, corner for a called strike. Right call. Well, if things go well, you might see a former Warren East Raider pitching at Bowling Green Ballpark. Clay Wagner down at Freed Hardman. If they make it, could be up here playing. Ground ball. Shortstop Carver stumbles. Late throw. That's going to be an infield hit. Purples with first and second. Of course, Warren East, Olivia Price, softball. Pitching and playing well for Eastern Illinois. He's straight away center field, 350.
Now batting for the Purples, number 23, Patrick Hightower.
Patrick Hightower to bat here. So he might be the catcher because that is the second time. No, I'm sorry. That's just the first time Davis has been removed. He had two courtesy runners. Misses up high for a ball. First two batters were retired here in the fifth. A single and a single. And Bowling Green has another opportunity to extend their 12-run lead. Micah Ford falls behind 2-0 to Patrick Hightower. That one misses outside, 3-0. Back to the top of the lineup for Bowling Green. The 3-0 from Micah Ford, that's ball four. So the bases are loaded with purples. And that brings up Will Buser.
Up for the Purples, number 9, Will Buser.
Starts Buser up high for a ball. Newman on at third. Burr on at second. And Hightower at first. There's an inside corner fastball. Taken for a strike. Get a good look there at Micah Ford. Caven Hinton came on to catch for Warren East. After pinch hitting. Ball and two strikes, so he's making the signal calls to Micah Ford. Working off the stretch with the bases loaded. Misses outside, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. He's out because first base was occupied.
Baseball fans, we ask that as you
We go to the bottom of the fifth inning here. Warren East needs some runs. They trail 14-2. You're watching live coverage on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
and put it in these trash cans, we're proud of our
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Carson Myers comes out to work the bottom of the 5th inning. Patrick Hightower stays in to catch. Warren East needs at least 3 runs to keep this thing going. Wyatt Nesbitt will lead off here for Warren East in the bottom of the 5th and back to the top of the lineup, facing Carson Myers. Patrick Hightower, after pinch hitting, stays in as catcher. That one's fouled at the plate, a ball and a strike. Warren East will have another pinch hitter, looks like, coming up next. I believe that is Cameron Elkins on deck. Strike on the inside corner. 1-2. Strike 3 called. He knew it as soon as it left his hand. Has 7 strikeouts now for Carson Myers of Bowling Green. Camden Elkins will pinch hit here, top of the lineup for Warren East. They need some base runners. Myers misses outside. Up high for ball. Starts Camden Elkins out 2-0. Elkins is a sophomore. Swing and a miss. That one might have been off the outside part of the plate. On deck for Warren East is Grant White. Strike 2. So after falling behind Camden Elkins, 2 straight strikes from Carson Myers evens the count at 2-2. Time called at the plate. Two. Slider inside, swing and a miss.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 24, Grant White.
8 strikeouts on the night for Carson Myers. 2 down here in the Warren East 5th, and this game rests on the shoulders of Grant White of Warren East to keep this thing going, as the Raiders need 3 runs. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, high fastball, 0-2. So the Raiders down to their final strike of this game. Three runs to keep it going to avoid the 10-run rule. Swing and a miss. 9th strikeout of the night. And the final will be 14-2 Bowling Green. We'll come back with a wrap-up as you're watching live stream coverage from the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Does this scenario sound all too familiar? You're fighting through a mountain of medication bottles, not remembering which ones to take. Spring Hill Pharmacy is now offering a free and convenient medication packaging system called Smart Pack, a new innovative way to package your medication. Your medication will be arranged by the day and time of day to take them. Smart Pack is a free service, along with free citywide delivery. Call us 270-796-3909 to find out more about Smart Pack.
Well, for the second straight night, Bowling Green has defeated Warren East, this time a lot easier than 5-4 last night. They scored 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 7 in the third, 2 in the fourth. The only inning they did not score was the fifth, as they defeat Warren East by a score of 14-2, 10-run rule. Bowling Green 14-3, now 4-0 in district play. Warren East drops to 11-7 overall and 3-3 in district play. Invite you to join us tomorrow night. We'll be at Greenwood at softball. #1 South Warren at number 24 Greenwood will be on the air at 5:30 with that top 25 matchup. We thanks for everybody watching us here at WBKO.com/livestream2 and here on go.prepspin.com. We'll be on both live streaming opportunities tomorrow night. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to Mike Cleff on the camera. Scott Thompson, so long from Warren East. Your final again, Bowling Green 14, Warren East 2. You've been watching live stream coverage from the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.